Greetings, family. This is Reverend Terita Williams, Executive Pastor, and I want to welcome you once again to In His Love Ministries Proverb Wednesday. Thank you for pausing with us on today. And we're taking a short moment, just a short moment of your time, to let Scripture steady our steps. And I want to say thank you to all of those out there who sent us words of encouragement. Thank you so much. Now, I'll read the proverb now so it can land with you. Our proverb today, you saw, is coming from chapter 3, verses 5 through 6. It's chapter 3, verses 5 through 6. And it reads, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." A popular scripture. Now let's unpack what that actually means for everyday life. Now the proverb pairs two deliberate actions: wholehearted trust and intentional surrender. To trust with all your heart is to place your deepest desires, fears, and choices in God's hands. Lean not to your own understanding warns us against making frantic, short-term decisions that feel clever but leave us off course. When it says, "In all your ways submit to him," the writer pushes trust out of religious moments and into everyday life. Talking about family, work, money, rest, and relationships. The promise that follows is not always instant relief. It is a steadying promise. When you stop steering alone, God begins to bring clarity and direction. Let me say that bit one more time. When you stop steering alone, God brings clarity and direction. To make that concrete, here's a real life example. Picture a woman I know named Denise. She's a nurse. She loved her work but was exhausted by mandatory overtime and a constant stream of emergencies. Her marriage began to fray because there was never space at home to reconnect. One evening, she sat at the kitchen table, stared at the calendar, and felt raw with decisions. Instead of saying yes to every shift out of obligation, she did 3 small things. She wrote down what mattered most in 6 months. She prayed a simple surrender. "Lord, I trust you with this." And she told her husband one practical boundary: no shifts after 8 p.m. twice a week. Now, the first week brought pushback from her unit, but also unexpected grace. A colleague traded a weekend, an elderly patient improved, and her marriage had 2 evenings to breathe. Her income didn't skyrocket, but her path began to straighten toward health. She learned trusting God wasn't passive. It was a small, faithful reordering of decisions that honored both provision and wholeness. Now, if that sounds like relief you need, here's the heart behind the proverb. Trust is a practice, not a feeling you wait for. This proverb frees you from the pressure of having all the answers. When you choose trust, You move from frantic reaction into relational surrender. And God meets that surrender by ordering the next steps. Trust doesn't erase obstacles, it changes how you walk through them. Ooh. So, what does this look like practically? Here's the simple steps you can start today. I like to say, if you choose to accept the mission this week, got a pen? You can make notes or watch this again. 1. Name one decision. Speak aloud one choice that is stealing your peace and say, Lord, I trust you with this. 2. Take 2 small steps. Pick 2 reversible actions you can do in the next 72 hours that honor wisdom and preserve your peace. 3. Set a daily submit moment. For 1 week, take 2 minutes each morning. Breathe. Yes, breathe. Say your surrender line and write one small next step. Treat that pause as non-negotiable. And 4, invite a trusted voice. Tell one friend or mentor your intention and ask them to check in with the single question. Have you trusted God with this? Yes, family. Let these small practices be the places you begin to trust again. I thank you for joining us here at IHLM for Proverb Wednesday. Practice trust this week. Lean less on quick fixes and more on the one who makes paths straight. Until next time, I'm Reverend Terita Williams. Walk steady, trust deeply, and keep your heart tuned in His direction. God bless. Peace out. Love y'all.